black enough? Is he too black? And they figured out he wasn't too black, and that's when they backed him. And then that's when the ball started rolling. When black folks started jumping on the bandwagon because white folks said he was good.
But let me offer up, I'm just going to inject something for a second. And it's not based on fact. So take that with a grain of salt. So this is easily attackable. There are black politicians, whether national or locally, that are supported by tons and tons of black people all the time. Those black politicians are not necessarily supported by white people. And the black populace who supports the black politicians that may or may not get elected, they're not waiting on white approval. I think what got Obama the notoriety per se was he had white approval. I don't know if it was a whole bunch of black people waiting to vet him based off of white people. I think it's just that more white people were like, we can deal with this guy. He's got a lighter tone. He's dresses nice. Some people find him to be handsome or whatever it is. I mean, and so like I said, this isn't based on fact. This is based on, I don't know, me drinking this wine. That's what it's based on. I just think that black people do vote for black candidates. It's just that many white people don't necessarily support those candidates because maybe they are too blackety black. I don't think black people are afraid of voting for black candidates. And like I said, this isn't based on data. I don't have no data points.
Well, I mean, the reality is, unless you live in a predominantly black area, you can have every black vote there is, and you still need those white votes to win.
Right. So I'm not sure if I agree with your point that the black people were waiting for white people to co-sign this person as being valid. I just think that white people had significant numbers that happened to co-sign with black people, coincide with black people wanting to vote for him. And like I said, this isn't
But,
based on fact.
but
It's
what I'm
black.
talking about is more so about behavior of like when black folks will really start to back something, push something to a degree, and, and
I think I got. I
I
think you're
get your
saying.
point.
I think you're
I mean,
saying. I think it's more once it goes mainstream. It's the majority jumps on board then. But if you look at who was supporting him, not necessarily Barack Obama, but anybody in that type of not position is a bad word, but anybody in that realm where you need to garner public support for whatever, the masses don't jump on until you go mainstream. When you're grassroots or whatever, you don't get the masses are afraid to jump on or whatever,
I think that
for
goes across any community though.
no, there's some other communities. If a person is backing and coming out of the from the guts or the bottom of or from the people of their community, regardless of any outsiders